I'm Aisha, I'm a local resident. I live there with my children. Our alleyway has suffered a lot from drug addicts and from fly tipping, and it's been quite frustrating because when we sweep it up it just reoccurs the following week. This has been going on we've been there for 10 years, so I'd say it's been going on.
We had a huge problem here. We had about 70 abandoned bins, unnumbered. The recycling ones were full of the wrong stuff. They'd sat out for years, no one owned them, and at the same time we had several people who didn't have bins and were just dumping everywhere. Everything went in those alleyways. I think one thing I never saw dumped in these alleyways was a jumbo jet. The mess was so big, I wouldn't have noticed it anyway.
And then I went to a meeting of Upping It, a workshop that Anne Tucker is involved in.
Okay.
And she showed me an alleyway that they had done with the flowers. And I said, it wouldn't work for us because we're not gated. And she said, well, we're only gated one end. And psychologically it stops people tipping because you've owned the alleyway as such. So I thought, well, that's a good idea. So I mentioned it to Rosie and said, yeah, we'll try it. And we've done it, and it does seem to have worked.
Took all the abandoned bins, we put them in someone's backyard, cleaned them up, so there were no bins out. We did a register of who was missing what bins, and we gave them bins, told to look after it, not leave them out, swept up the alleyway, put some plants in, so this is no longer some awful dumping ground but a pretty garden. We've even got food growing here now. This was a place where you would dump foods before, not grow food. The change is incredible.
The case of owning it, and people that we thought weren't interested did come out. And so, one of the days when I was cleaning my alleyway, a woman came out and she had a little baby with her and she was chatting, and then she said, oh, I'll take the baby in. I thought, well, of course, it was nice to have your company. Next minute she was out without the baby with a brush, and she was joining in, and she initially had been quite a big fly tipper, if you like, but we made sure she hadn't realised, and we got all the bins that were needed, and she's fantastic now, so people you think that are not interested actually do become interested once they've got all the available information, once they know that other people are doing it. You kind of change the culture of the area.
There was a core group of 4 of us determined to get this done. So what we would do is we would leaflet the area and say to everyone, we're cleaning this up. We'd pick an alleyway, leaflet all the houses and say, this Saturday we're cleaning it up, we're putting plants there, come and join us. But before then we'd done some education on what they need to do with their bins and made sure everybody knew and everybody had the right bin. We spend about a week preparing each alleyway, sort of doing the education, and then a Saturday morning blitzing it.
Some of the alleyways that we did, we had people opening their doors, people who've been here for years, almost crying, thinking, oh my God, this is how it used to be, and they were so impressed, and it was, and also I've got to know more people in the community, people that I just passed up and down for years and didn't know their names, So it definitely it improves communication, more of a kind of community feel, brings people together, and people who come to the area then think, oh, this is quite a smart area, it's not what we thought, sort of thing.
This way everyone's now involved, the locals are involved and the authorities are now getting involved. Adapters has donated lots of flowers and funding as well, so we're very happy and can't wait for the summer so we can play out in the alleyways. We've got
families backing onto each alley entrance have promised to keep it watered in the summer, and I think that's when we're going to see the real maintenance. It's when all the water needs doing.
Right.
So there's at least 3 families on each entrance saying, yes, I'm committed to doing that, and hopefully they will. In 3 alleyways the enthusiasm is so strong, we're going to be growing fruit bushes now. So that's our next exciting project, and also as we bring people out into the alleyways more, we're hoping it'll be less an area of crime where people try and break into the student houses, but more where people enjoy their surroundings and their environment. That's our other hope.